Devo, this was your first year at Dragon Con, and you came as a volunteer.
Mhm.
And that's obviously what we've asked you here today is to share your experiences
Mhm.
as a first timer. And then, of course, Tyra is here to talk about being on there for a while. And you did a number of other tracks to the point that for the first time ever, I didn't see you very often. And then, of course, we did our show together. We'll talk about all that. And then, Joe, you took on some more responsibilities and did
Mm.
more panels than I think you've done in the past.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of
this is
cool.
kind of where we're going tonight. So let's get the first timer, John Diva. Dang it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so stuck on that. I knew you as Devocite for years, and then somehow that four-letter word. I guess it's my love of four-letter words, I guess. And Devocite
Well,
really not.
Devo's a four-letter word too.
Yeah.
Yes, Tyra.
What
It's
are
a
we
four-letter
calling
word too.
you? Because I have a notebook and I keep what do we call you on here? Devocite or John? Which would you prefer?
Well, I usually go by Devo. I mean, at the con, everyone was calling me Devo, so
Okay.
it's
And in their
Guess
chat
what?
room, it's always
Everyone
Devo.
was calling him Devo, right, Charles?
oh yes, and I just
Okay, all
became
right.
friends with everyone. So
Yeah. So
I
as
made
we get
lots of
started,
friends. Lots of friends.
it's never bad. It's not a
No,
bad
it's
thing.
not
It
bad.
just surprised the crap out of me is all. Is that Devo comes in and he's working on the internet stuff for me, and I contact Tyra, my friend, who also is the IT director for DragonCon, V, as we call him.
Mhm.
See?
We love you.
And I was like, hey man, this is going on. And I called him out, and he's at it's like, hold on. Devo was actually like a specialist. Like, I got you, man. I got you. So I handed my phone to Devo. We did a group text
We
later.
did.
Didn't y'all guys run into each other at coffee at
Yeah,
some
we
point or
did.
something?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, he actually
cool.
came in. He came into the room and we talked for
Okay.
shortly
V's
during
great.
7.
And so I was like, cool, first year, made a good impression, whatever, this, that, and other. Now I've been doing this for 10 years. And I'm still a little surprised when I get stopped by somebody who knows my name. Sometimes I don't recognize their face. Because if I interact with you, I'll at least recognize your face a little bit. We're at the end of the con. Keep in mind, Tech Ops has 250, 300 volunteers, and you almost never see, except for the colonel, who runs the Hilton. I almost never see the same person unless they're a room lead. Like if we go to Crystal, I think this year was Brad. Last year was I don't remember their names. I only remember Brad because freaking Phil yelled at me about it because I was like, yeah, the guy who was running the room is like, his name is Brad Charles. I don't know if it's Brad. He could have just made that up. But yeah, you see this. That's the only time you see the same people. So 2 new techs that were not in the room when we set up, had not come to the room while I was there, came into the room. Now we have John O'Connell on our team, and that's Kaz's husband, and he will always be known as Kaz's husband for us.
We're sorry,
And,
John.
yeah, but he did 6-8 years in tech ops, so I imagine being in the department, known more. And he does not like to sit around and wait. So everybody's rolling cables and stacking things. We had the room practically stripped and piled neatly by the time Tech Ops walks in. So they're confused, like, wait, is all this stuff your stuff? Because Skeptic Track, sometimes that happens. We bring everything in, don't worry about it. It's like, no, that's John over there. And I'm pointing to John O'Connell. So that's John over there. He's before he would finish, like, oh, you mean Devo? How? How do you know Devo? I mean, what? What? And he's like, hey, word spreads. I'm like, what word? What word? What did you do?
I pride myself being that guy.
Well, yeah.
Check.
Yep. I mean, that's my new experience with Devo. So what was your overall? I mean, you start telling stories, however you want to do. What was your I'll ask you, what did you think Dragon Con was going to be versus what you experienced?
Well, okay, so you guys really did build it up well. So there's a lot of explanations. You guys have told lots of stories over the years. My level of FOMO had reached the point I had to come. And it pretty much it really did live up to the, I don't want to say hype, but the stories above and beyond, really. I mean, once I got out walking around, the scope and size
Mm.
and the things going on, all the events. I mean, some of those events, people, I mean, literally wrapped around the building.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't my thing really offhand. I really actually really liked hanging out the in our area. We really had some good tracks. We had some really good people, and that was a lot of fun. And it was really good just getting to talk to people. You know, talk with Joe, and talk with John, talk with Vito. I mean, Elaine, Tyra when she would, sit still.
Drift
And
by.
Yeah. I think Tyra, you're probably getting more steps this year than in the last couple of years.
yeah.
Oh my God, so many steps.
Yeah, and I would go and ask other track people and just say, "What are you doing?" And we would just sort of, you know, the Brit track people and the Star Trek people had some weird feud going on, and that was, I'm like,
Oh
well,
yeah, they
okay,
sent the Dalek over there. And
yeah, they're
yeah.
putting tea in one room, and I don't know, um, but
Yeah, I don't know.
oh yeah, and so Joe, to Joe's point, the volunteers. Just talking to volunteers, other volunteers, that was fascinating because one guy I ran into, he is the media director for the Harlem Globetrotters. He's a volunteer,
Oh, wow.
and he comes and he's a volunteer, but his full-time job is the media director, and
That's cool.
that was really cool. And I always enjoy, and Joe and I kind of talked about it. I see these guys, and I'm always curious about, hey, your camera, what kind of camera do you have? And, how do you use it and stuff? Boom, went right into it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a little club, the camera nerd club,
On
subreddit.
other shows, we can say what it's called, but not this show.
Yeah.
John
And
knows what it's called.
so I really do. I mean, that's something that I always like talking to guys about and folks. I mean, there's women too. I mean, but it's just really a fantastic
Yeah, good.
drivers. Yeah, it was great.